Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're going to be talking about 2v2 Arena. What classes you should be PvPing with, what's the easiest, what's the best double DPS you could be playing with, and what is not so great to play with. But before we jump into that, check this out, guys. We got in our last little gift for from our buddy, and check this out. We got us a Razor Naga Molten Special Edition one, and I'm pretty stoked about this because I've never had side buttons before. And yeah, I gotta have some fun with that. All right, let's jump into this thing. Let's do this. Here we are off in a secret corner of the room because I'm going to give you guys some intel on what you should be playing on Frost DKs. Geez, I think we got this question about 8 or 9 times yesterday on that video. I was generally surprised. I didn't know you guys wanted what you wanted that badly. Anyways, guys, so Frost DKs. What goes good with the Frost DK? If you want 2K plus, the easiest way to do it, and I'd say possibly the way you could do it while making the most mistakes is, of course, playing with a healer. Now, playing with a healer, what healer? Now, the best to do that with, I believe, is going to be a Resto Druid, a really, really good Resto Druid at the moment. And then after that, it goes to Mistweaver Monk, Priest, Holy Pally. Now, those are going to be your top healer comps. That it's going to be the easiest to get up there. You're going to have longer matches, but chances are that you're going to get more victories, and chances are you can mess up more. Like, if you're not very confident in your rotation, you should probably play a healer, guys. Like, it's definitely, you should probably play with a healer, guys. It's definitely one of the better ways to learn. But yeah, definitely do that with a healer if you want to learn that way. Now, let's talk about double DPS comps, because like me, I don't have the patience very well for twos anymore with a healer. I did play back when we were doing matches that last 50 plus minutes, and it really just put a dampening on my style with wanting to do arenas, especially twos. Those were bad, the 50-minute ones back in the day. But anyways, so double DPS, what comp should you be playing? Well, the thing about DKs is I'm going to help you understand what exactly we do. We have a lot of front burst and we have a lot of pressure. Now, that means we got to play with something that has a lot of face pressure to put out a lot of damage. Now, dot cleaves, that's like, you know, Warlocks, Boomkins, stuff like that that doesn't have a lot of single target damage. Now, DKs are more focused on like a Ret Paladin. Hey, you guys like my shirt? This is my favorite shirt. Anyways, a Ret Paladin. And yeah, this is a Grandma's Boy. And I have a stain on it, I think. That is just brutal. I am so mad right now. Anyways, the Ret Paladin. Yeah, so Ret Paladin. Ret Paladin's probably one of the best you can do in double DPS wise for a Frost DK, because he has off heals. He's gonna have a ton of burst, and you know that kind of suits well. The Frost DK can run out hard. The Ret Paladin sits back. He gives him off heals. Just amazing. That's what I prefer with hard burst. But you can play things like Brewmaster DK. It's very effective. Let me think. Double DK can be pretty dang effective. That's another 2+ comp that's very easy to go in then. Hunters, on the other hand, now these are double DPS comps that have less leeway if you're playing like DK Hunter. Since there's no off heals going on that Hunter, he's going to be the weak leg of the comp. So the Hunter has to be very self-reliant on what's going on. Now, let's say they miss a trap, miss a CC or something. That could cost them the game just because it's double DPS. I mean, with a healer, you just plow into people, and you know he heals you for a while, and you know after a while something dies. You know, you don't have to worry about the giant change of things. Now, let's say you're playing, Warrior DK. So at the moment, Warrior DK Warriors, they don't have too great a healing, but they can survive a bit with kiting at the end. So basically, it's another hard burst comp. How are you gonna run that? So let's say you're going in on him. You're just gonna go in hard, basically, like just going in ham. And the Warrior's going to run in. You're both going to try to blow something up as fast as possible, and hopefully don't hit any kind of dampening. It most likely won't last that long because you're with a Warrior. But basically, 2v2 comps. Now, the other thing a DK is really good running with is a Feral Druid. Feral Druids are amazing. DK Feral Druid is a great comp because it forces them to focus the Death Knight in the beginning, because the DK, or the Druid is going to be in stealth. Now, by the time the Druid comes out of stealth, he can apply a ton of pressure with dots, and then switch over to healing for the DK, or switch to healing for himself. Generally, people will switch over to the Druid after the opening, because Druids are definitely more squishy than DKs. So, that is definitely a beastly comp to run. Now, Frost DK Mage, that is an interesting comp. You have to be pretty intricate with your DK to understand and play that quite correctly, because you have to be very well-minded of where your dots are at, so you don't break a mage's CC. Now, things like DK Warlock and 2s, no bueno. No bueno. You don't want to do that. Like, that is a mistake. DK Rogue can also be a pretty good comp, since, you know, the DK and the Rogue can both start stealth. And the DK can open up with the Rogue sitting in stealth and actually give quite a bit of leeway to the DK and set up burst for Rogue to open up and smoke bomb while Breath of Sendragosa is going off. Like, it can be a nasty burst, especially if the DK runs in and forces a trinket with asphyxiate to begin with, and then the Rogue saps the alternate, and then he comes in, smokes bomb the other guy, stun locks him, and then you hit him with that one shot. Oh, cha-cha-pa, cha-pa-pa. But yeah, so this is basically how it goes. You want the easiest way to do it, the easiest way to get 2k on a DK and 2s. Play with some kind of a healer, guys. Resto Druid, Mistweaver, Holy Paladin, Priest, like straight up. One of those, and you can get rated pretty simply on that. And you're going to have a lot more leeway and a lot bigger chance to learn if you're newer to the game. It's going to be the way to go. And say after that, the second easiest is going to be double DPS when you're rocking Ret DK that have off heals, or you're rocking Feral DK as off heals. Double DK does pretty good too. I'd say those are probably your best DPS scenarios, and then it jumps into the ones that don't have any off healing, that have a lot of less leeway, because they don't have any, you know, you can't really make up for the loss. And once his health is gone, it's basically gone. And then once he's sitting D so hard trying to get his health back, it basically forces you, hey, you can't do much about it if it's, you know, DK Hunter, unless you're peeling it, or if you're playing a healer comp like that, you really got no chance. You really can't mess up. So definitely, guys, take this advice, decide what you want to do, focus on the hard burst comps. If you're a Frost DK, definitely, like, that's gonna be the way to go. Yeah, and next video that we're talking about arena stuff, I'm gonna be talking about what DK should be rocking as in 3s teams, so stick around, guys.